All right, now we're going to look at how to get the x and y intercepts of a parabola. The x-intercept is also called the roots. All right, sometimes you hear the word roots. All right, just that they can also mean the x-intercepts. Okay, remember, an x-intercept, this is where the graph cuts the x-axis, right? And the y-intercept, this is where the graph cuts the y-axis. All right. Then, so in order to get your x-intercept or your roots, you can use quadratic formula. If the quadratic equation or function can be factorized, you can also solve it using factorization to still get the roots, right? Then for the y-intercept, all you need to do is just set x equal to 0 and you get your y-intercept. So let's look at this example here. We have a quadratic equation. X squared plus 5x minus 6. We want to get the x-intercepts and the y-intercepts. So let's start with the x-intercepts. So let's see. Can this quadratic equation be solved by factorization? No, it cannot be solved by factorization. So we'll have to use the quadratic formula. Okay? So first things first, list your A. So in this case, A, coefficient of x squared is 1. B, coefficient of x is 5. C, negative 6. So we're just going to substitute into the formula. So we're going to say in the quadratic formula, x equals negative b. Get your calculator. Negative b plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So it's just a matter of substitution here. So we say negative b, so that's say negative 5 plus or minus 5 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative 6 divided by, so we have 2 here, 2 times a, 2 times 1. Okay, so let's solve. I'm going to say this is equal to negative 5 plus or minus. So 5 squared, that is 25. 4 times 1, 4 times negative 6, negative 24. Mhm. So so we have 25 minus negative 24. Bless you. Over 2. Going to say negative 5 plus or minus. So negative and negative make positive. So 25 plus 24, that's 49. over 2. So you're going to say, so the square root of 49 is 7, right? So you're going to say negative 5 plus 7 over 2, or, because remember, with quadratic equations, you usually get two roots. Okay, usually two roots. Then here we have negative 5 minus 7 over 2. So negative 5 plus 7, that is 2, right? 2 divided by 2, 1. Negative 5 minus negative 7, negative 12, right? Negative 12 divided by 2, you get negative 6. So these are so you're going to say x equals 1 or negative 6. Okay, these are your roots. So why that? Why? Because they look at the formula. The formula looks complicated, but when you just solve it, it's just a matter of replacing. That's all. Okay. So these are your x-intercepts. All right. So basically, in your spare time, you're going to see if you substitute x equals 1 into this equation here. All right. If you 1 squared plus 5, that is 6. Oh, 1 squared, that's 1, plus 5 times 1, that is 5. So 1 plus 5, that is 6. 6 minus 6, it is 0. Okay. So if you substitute 1 into the equation, your y coordinate will be 0. Because remember, it's an intercept. So it's an x-intercept. So with an x-intercept, your y coordinate is always going to be 0. Then negative 6. Negative 6, if you substitute it into the original quadratic equation, you are going to get 0. So these are your x-intercepts. So these are the coordinates for the, these are the coordinates for the intercepts. Okay. Then we get our y-intercept. So to get the y-intercept, very easy. Just set x equal to 0. That's all. Hello? Hello. Yes, y-intercept, set x equal to 0. So meaning we get our original function, which was thing. Oops, what have I done? Yes, y equals x squared plus 5x minus 6. Then we're going to set x into x is going to be 0. So x squared plus 5x minus 6. So usually you can even just see the y-intercept by just looking at the function, okay? The equation of the function, all right? It's always the number without a letter. So here, even though you don't even need to calculate, you can just say, oh, negative 6, that's our y-intercept. As you're going to see, when we substitute x for 0, right? If we substitute x for 0, it becomes 0 squared plus 5 multiplied by 0 minus 6. 0 squared, that is 0. 0 times 5, that is 0. 0 plus 0 minus 6, our y-intercept is negative 6. Okay? So usually, whenever you look at your quadratic function or quadratic equation, the constant, the number without a variable, is usually the intercept, right? But in questions, you need to just do the calculation so that you show how you've got it. So in this case here, it's negative 6. So the coordinates for our y-intercept are x, the x coordinate is 0 and y is negative 6. So we have an idea of how we can even plot our graph. Okay. Since a is positive, it will be in this. It will be the shape of a smile. Our y-intercept 0 and negative 6. We'll say 0 and negative 6. We'll say somewhere here 0, negative 6. Our x-intercepts, here we have 1, 0 here, and this side we have negative 6 and 0. So we can have an idea how the graph will look, right? We can draw it. Just connect here our y-intercept and the x-intercept. And this is how the graph is going to look. Any questions?